In Israel, in Tel Aviv, there's a museum colloquially called the Blind Museum. Perhaps you've been to it. It's officially called, I think, Dialogue in the Dark, but everyone calls it the Blind Museum. And it's called that because of its main exhibit. And I encourage you to go the next time you're in Tel Aviv. This exhibit, it's a series of rooms that are absolutely pitch black. You cannot see, there's no doorway with like a little, stream of light coming through. The walls are somehow painted absolutely pitch black, no light. You have to go in from a few rooms, into an antechamber and then another until you're in these rooms. And then it's a mock city, so you get to like touch a sidewalk and things, or signpost. There's cars, you hear a car horn, all these different things that you get to experience as if you were blind. Your eyes can't adapt. It's literally and then at the end there are snacks, and you try the snacks without knowing what you're about to eat. It's great. And one of the things that you have to do, one of the rules, is that you have to take off any watches or phones. You have to leave it all behind you. You can't wear light up shoes like my kids might wear, right? Anything that glows in the dark, nothing like that. You can't bring it with you because it will create light. And that light will literally dispel the darkness. We know this. We know that light can dispel darkness in every instance except one. There's one exception. And we find it in our Torah portion this week, Parashat Bo. Because we get the last 3 of the 10 plagues, locusts, darkness, and the death of the firstborn. And we read in Exodus 10:22, Vayet Moshe et yado al hashamayim. Moses stretched out his hands toward the heavens, and there was this deep darkness throughout all the land of Egypt for 3 days. So for the Egyptians, it was absolutely pitch black. For the Israelites, though, they could see. Now, according to the rabbis, this was a special kind of darkness. Ovadia ben Yaakov Sforno, a 15th century Italian rabbi, he says that this darkness could not interact with light at all. Typically, a fire, a light up kids' shoes can expel darkness, but not so here. Total pitch black. Not even a fire could penetrate that darkness. To me, this is a scary thought, right? Imagine lighting a fire, feeling its heat, but not being able to see it. Now, of course, that might be standard for those with vision impairments of various sorts, but for many, including myself, this would be new and terrifying. And yet it also gives me hope, because this is the exception that proves the rule. Here, fire, light, they can't do anything, but that means that in every other case, light can expel darkness. To me, it's a reminder that light can always be there. We can and we must bring light into the world. Because it's very dark right now, and I don't just mean outside, I don't just mean because of this big storm coming, the ICE kidnappings in Minnesota, the threats of conquering a NATO ally's territory, a board of peace that could prove to be anything but a board of peace, the continued war in Ukraine, and of course our own personal challenges, which I know many of us are facing: death of a loved one, illness, injury, work woes, relationship challenges, whatever it might be. This 9th plague reminds us that the darkness is not invincible. We can bring light into these dark times. It's why we couldn't bring those watches or phones into the museum in Tel Aviv. We can bring light. It could be as simple as some of the things we shared, right? Spending that time with friends and family, maybe even taking a break and watching TV. I don't say do it all the time, but sometimes we need that step back. But also calling our legislators, our government officials, and telling them to step up and do the right thing. Protesting, praying together, learning together here in our interfaith setting in 6601, so much more. We make our world a better place. We light that fire. We spread light. I hope that in the days and weeks and months to come, even as it gets lighter out, we continue to bring light into our world. May we repel that darkness. May this community be a beacon of fire and hope, and we say, Amen. We think about the ways, one practical way, we can bring light into the world this week.